Hi everyone, welcome to my fairly tidy-ish craft desk. It's just stuff on here left over from cutting up what I did the other night. So if you didn't see last night's video, I cut up the one sheet wonders in various different ways to show you how all your different options for doing it. Because there are lots, basically, lots of different ways of creating with them. Then after I did last night's video, I then before I went to bed, I cut out some more paper to mount, ready to mount, and I thought it'd be nice to come on here and do that with you. So, buried under here is various things. I'm just going to pop that to one side. Hello and welcome to this live video. If you're watching this on the replay, so it's currently just after 10 o'clock in the UK on Friday night. So I'm guessing that those of you who are on live, you're not all down the pub. You decided to join me. It's very kind of you. So there we go. Hi April, lovely to see you. So here we have 4 cards that we're going to put together. So this is fairly easy. They're all going to be pretty much the same. I found some retired paper that was yellow and had a fairly neutral design. I tend to think that when you've got something like this that's got lots of colour on it, you don't really need anything too busy in the background. The only thing I'm thinking now is that it's useful to put some sort of edging to this, and so you can do that in various ways. Either you can mat and layer, or you can use an ink pad with that. So I'm going to grab Blueberry Bushel because that is the prominent dark colour on this piece of paper that we stamped the other night and then cut up the other night. And I know I've shown you how to do this before, but this is such a very quick and simple and easy way to create a border. Now I would say that once you've done it, just set it aside to dry completely before laying it down on your actual piece of paper that you're going to use, because sometimes if you get ink behind it, it will transfer onto your nice paper. So just let it dry. Esther says, I get so used to watching things in double speed that when you're watching it live, it looks like slow motion. Okay, I'll try and go a bit faster. I know what you mean. I think you were on Facebook the other day and I thought, oh, for goodness sake, Esther, hurry up. Speak faster. I know. Well, the thing about doing live chats is that, or being able to do live chat like this, is that you guys can chat to each other. So that's nice, isn't it? Hey Jenny, nice to see you again. How are you doing? How are you doing? Sorry, my son's been watching Friends reruns. Not recently, but he has been. So we're still in kind of like Friends mode. How you doing? Hi Christine. Right, so there we go. Very quick and simple and easy. And the reason why I say those 3 words is because quick doesn't always mean simple and easy, and simple doesn't always mean easy and quick. Oh, see, look. Just got some bits flying off there. So that, it makes such a difference, doesn't it, having the dark bit go around it. And I'm wondering whether I can find... Oh no, I want my circles box. My circles box. I can find some very vanilla circles. I could perhaps stamp a sentiment or something, or even some yellowish circles. What can I find? Oh, that's quite cute. Oh, that's white. But that might look nice. Look, found my scrap box. I've just found 4 yellow circles. It's okay not to have what you need in your scrap box. It's okay to have to go and punch some circles out, but it's nice when one can check just to see if there's anything that would be useful. Yeah, it's mainly white I've got in here. Yeah, okay. So I've got plenty of scrap, very vanilla, but I also need to decide what I'm actually going to stamp inside these. Or I may just leave it blank for now. You know, I say that many a time, don't I? That's white. I don't read that. Is that vanilla? No, that's white. Oh dear. Severe lack of vanilla scrappage here. Oh, found it. There we go. So let's find what punch would be good for this. Ooh, scallop, the new scallop one would be good. The 1 1/8. See, normally I'd put scallop around the edge, but sorry, around the outer edge, but sometimes it's quite nice to do it on the inside, like that. There we go. So, hi Kay. 1 2 3 4. Done. So all that's left to do is to assemble these. Now, as I said, I've got these bases, but I've realised they're not scored. So I just need to double check the measurement of these. Let's have a look. So that is at the 14.85 mark. So I'm going to score it there, and I'm hoping that that will be okay. Hi, Gamer Gone Mad 2, Heglar. Welcome. Is this your first time watching one of my lives? So we're going to create 4 square cards here. And because this cardstock's actually not very thick, it's definitely not Stampin' Up. It's stuff that I bought from a shop many years ago. And I liked buying packs of these because it was just so easy to kind of score and get your square. So now I have to cut my own ones to get them to be square. But it was handy dandy to have this one. What's Jenny being? Oh, you're glad for the long weekend. Good, Jenny. You're going to have a bit of a rest. Who's on here? Kay says she loves making square cards. There we go. Ooh. I was trying to tuck my chair in and it wouldn't move. What's going on? Oh, I've got it caught on my radiator. Right, there we go. Where's my cushion? I like to try and sit up straight when I'm doing this. Right. Let's try and do this very quickly. So let's play a game. What game could we play? I noticed that Tim Holtz was doing some of his new releases for Stampers Anonymous, and he's released a stamp set called Snarky Cats, and it's got some really snarky comments on it, and really funny. Can you think of any snarky comments that you could put on a card? Oh yes, it's Martin Luther King Day. Oh my goodness. So I was in New York 3 years ago this weekend. And this time, 3 years ago in New York on a Friday night, I had just finished watching the production of Othello. and I was with my cousin. So he's got a sticker pack of snarky comments. Ah, how cool. Snarky sayings. They are great. I was going to give you a present, but my card is so good I thought you wouldn't miss it. Martin Luther King Day is on Monday, Christine. It's obviously a holiday that's unique to America because Martin Luther King lived in America. And it's the only holiday dedicated to somebody who's, well, A, black, but also not a president, I think. There's something quite special about Martin Luther King Day. And generally, I think, isn't it in the month of January, children, it's like Black History Month, I think. Is that right? So people in America can correct me on this. So there's lots of different events celebrating civil rights, looking at civil rights history and, you know, all that good stuff. Ah, there we go. Yes, I mean, I'm not a cat owner. I mean, I don't have anything per se against cats, but I just thought it was funny to have one that, you know. Oh, February's Black History Month. Sorry. There we go. Right, I'm trying to be really quick to do this because you know what? I'm going to stop. I'm just going to stop here because you've already seen that other one. You know what I'm going to do with these. So I'm just going to set these aside and stick these together another day. So I'm going to just pop one of these on here. Now, when you do one sheet wonders and it comes to sort of sticking on your sentiment, don't be afraid of thinking each time you're going to stick it in a different place. Because look, I'm looking at these two one sheet wonder pieces here, and this one has an obvious kind of space to stick it. Stick the yellow there. Now the reason I've gone for down there as opposed to there is because I've got a bit of yellow there and I've got a bit of yellow there. So I want to have a bit of yellow here to create a triangle. Okay, so if I put it there, that would look funny to me. Or if I put it there, that would look funny because then that yellow is clashing with that piece of yellow. So the reason I'm going to pop it there is because then we end up with this lovely triangle between the three. Okay, so that's where I put that one. Now this one, we've got a bit of yellow there, there. So I'd say possibly, because I don't want it to interfere with the bee too much, I'm just going to pop it about there. And try and keep the same distance between here and here. Can you see? So I wouldn't want to put it right up there because that's a bit too close to that. And remember where your power points of a piece of art is. It's sort of, these power points are sort of here, around this area here. Okay, so you don't want it right off into the corner there. So having it here means it will be noticed. All right. What you do to celebrate? I guess loads of people just have a day off, don't they? Is that right, Jenny? They just have a day off. Actually, I could do with finding a circle that's just a little bit smaller than that one. Sorry, Christine, I misunderstood your question. That's the same size. Oh, I quite like that. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go with that. I like having that really thin brown border. That's quite nice, isn't it? There we go. I quite like that. Oh, that's the same. I keep picking up ones that are exactly the same. Oh well, I'm going to have to go with it. I'll just go with that. That's quite nice, having that 3 layers. Right, so that's one finished. Apart from obviously I've got a stamp of sentiment on it, but I'm going to leave that till another day. Right, that's that one done. So I'm going to keep all those with that. Where could I put it? That's a question, isn't it? I might just put it in a bag of I've got an empty bag I can put it in. Oh, I know what, I've got an empty box now, so this could go in my empty box ready to stick it all together. Right, let's move on to the next one. So under here I did cut up some card backgrounds. I've got a few of these yellow pieces ready to play with these stars because I thought they combined rather nicely. So again, I might not do all of them, I might just do one to show you its potential. So I was going to stick that on there, and in my head I thought these would be great for children's birthday cards or something. So I'm thinking, you know, in a really funny, funky, you know, happy birthday sentiment or something. But again, we've still got that issue of creating a border. I want to create some kind of border around it. Now this cardstock is Pacific Point, and this blue here is blueberry bushel. So we could still go with the blueberry bushel to create, you know, a little bit of a border. As far as I know, other areas may do something, but the town I grew up in was a sundown town. It wasn't until about the last 10-15 years black people started to live here. There's a documentary on YouTube about it. Ah, okay, there we go. Yes, you could put like a big old number on this or something. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Well, I don't think I'm going to do that tonight because I don't really want to have to dig out my big shot and all that kind of stuff. So, yes, I'll take that as a good idea, and leave that with the viewers. So one of the suggestions was for something like this is that you could put a big number on it, or you could do a great big circle with, you know, here we've got a nice big yellow circle there and nice big white there like that, and you could have happy birthday there. Hello, Darlene. You could punch out a black dog or cat to go on this. Yes, I have got a cat sitting here. It's a green one though, but yeah, we'll get the idea from that. You could have that there. A gold mat, what, underneath, in between, Christine? Right around this. Yes, you could do that. A gold mat layer. Cosmic cat, yes. It could be a cosmic cat. Let's see what else I've got in my little drawer of junk that my daughter was sorting out earlier. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, I've just found a letter. Look, there's a letter there. You could have... Oh, this would suit Esther. I should send this one to Esther, shouldn't I? It's Esther's Stampin' Up anniversary coming up. That's Stampin' Star Creations. Esther is Stampin' Star Creations. E for Esther. Look, this is a way to colour your things without getting your fingers dirty. Pop it on and then a bit of scrap grid paper, and then you go. I would say fried chicken, but it's supposed to be a racist comment because whites assume it's a black person's favourite food. Oh, I suppose it's just stereotypical, and I think there are times when stereotypes, although sometimes they're just meant for initially for funny or comedy, that they do tip into the racist, because they're making assumption. You're making an assumption about somebody that just because of their race they like a certain colour. So yes, so I can understand it. I think it depends on the context of the joke, really. I can see why somebody may assume or may think it is slightly racist, because not every black person likes fried chicken. Hi, Sue. It is, isn't it? Yeah, that is quite cool. Right, so there we go. That's a quick way to colour. There we go, Esther. This one can be for you. Let's get it stuck down. Yeah, you're still live. Well, I went off and then came back on again, Taylor. I went and put my daughter to bed, and then I had a drink and a wee little snackaroo, and then I came back on. Here we go. So if you want to see how I made this paper, I think I did it back in December. One of the one sheet wonders. I think it might have been a Masculine Monday one sheet wonder I made this paper with. Yes. I think, yeah, you may be able to watch it if you're a subscriber, Taylor. If you're not a subscriber, you probably won't be able to find it again because I've just I've made it unlisted, that video. So if it came up on your feed earlier, then you'll be able to watch it. But if you don't subscribe, so for those of you who are watching this video and don't subscribe to me, earlier on this evening I did a live, but I was tidying up my desk, so that video is now not available publicly. It was just a few people having a chat together. So but if you are a subscriber, that's a reason to subscribe, because you can miss out on things like that, and also hit the bell button because you miss out on stuff sometimes. Although I know some of you have had issues with your notifications, I know that. I'm sorry about that. Right, so the other thing that we've got are these squares, because we were trying to calculate, and I got a bit muddled up with my mathematics, how many squares you can get from a sheet of A4. It's a lot, basically. We'll just leave it at that. It's a lot. So we've got 1, 2, and then we've got that card there. I'll just pop that to one side for a second. Right, so this is the point where it might be quite nice to stick these like that on here. Make a little sort of window effect. Now, we're not going to get this to line up because the pattern wasn't cut from a piece of card that was this shape. It was a long one. So I'm wondering if it's just that there. Okay. They assume they eat a lot of well-meant, but it seems silly to make a negative statement. I don't like watermelon, but do like fried chicken, love. Thank you. Oh, fried green tomatoes, yes. And I, for ages, thought, you know, when people said, "Oh, I'm going to eat collard greens," I thought they were saying coloured greens, and I always wondered why it was such a why they would use such a racist terminology. Because in the UK, we don't use the term coloured anymore; we use the term black for people of colour, or of African or West Indian descent, or Black American, I always thought it was really rude. Why would you call them coloured greens? Is it just because it was a southern food? Anyway, it's only recently I realised it wasn't coloured greens, it was collard greens, C-O-L-L-A-R-D. And I was very relieved, I have to say. I was like, oh, I've been getting it wrong all those years. Mac and cheese. Oh, that's a good question, Christine. Mac and cheese. Yes, where does the love of mac and cheese come from? Okay, so I'm trying to find a piece of square cardstock that I could stick these onto so that I have a nice teeny weeny little border going all the way around. And I think I have found it. Look at that. That's perfect. Because sometimes it's nice to put a border around things. Oh, and those two match up. Haha. By accident. That wasn't really by design. Although, look, we can fake that one. There we go. American mac and cheese are macaroni, what we call macaroni cheese. So funny. These lives, or we always, not always, but we very often end up talking about food, don't we? Oh, homemade mac and cheese, or, you know, good restaurant mac and cheese. Is it just made with a cream sauce, cream and cheese sauce, and then you put cheese over the top of it? Maybe even put bacon in it sometimes, or ham. You make a Welsh version with leeks and Welsh cheddar. Yes, good. Sounds yum. Now the other thing you can do with squares is actually just mix different one sheet wonders together. You don't have to necessarily use the same one sheet wonder. Now something I've been intending to do as a video is to make maybe 3 or 4 or 5 one sheet wonders, all from the same colours and the same stamp set, but vary the different images on there, so that you end up with a selection of papers, a bit like how Stampin' Up! Designed their DSP, you know, everything matches, but you would make them yourself and then show you how to mix large design things with smaller designs and with fine, you know, that kind of thing. So that's quite nice. And I'm thinking, you know, you could put something like a, ooh, see if I find a butterfly or something. It's probably the wrong colour. This is a bit turquoisey, but oh, silver. That's quite nice, isn't it? Silver butterfly. This is from a very old big die that I still have and love. It's one of the first dies that I bought from Stampin' Up. Okay. Ooh, and smoked bacon. You like the darker butterfly, do you? Let's see if I can find anything. Oh, there's a darker silver butterfly. It's just, I don't know if the colour is showing up for you guys, but this is particularly turquoise. And I don't really have anything turquoise on here. So I know it might look better for you guys on the screen, but me looking at it, I'm a bit, it doesn't look quite right. Oh, that's a flower, that shouldn't be in there. Let's see if I can find anything else. Just realising, oh, my tat, I've got my table. That's a good idea, Taylor. What about that then? I don't know if I have a darker, large one. No, I don't. I mean, I could layer, have a darker one, and then see if I can find something smaller to go inside it. Oh, it's a cute little detailed one, but no, that's going in the wrong direction, really. Do you prefer dark first, or the... I think this one, that's fine, we'll go with that. I think these cards might go in my charity box, because I've got quite a few cards in my other box at the moment. Unless, of course, someone would like to purchase it. If you'd like to purchase this for charity, you're more than welcome to super chat me, and I will donate that money. But if you want to donate by PayPal, less money gets taken off me. Yeah, so I know what, any of the cards that you see me making tonight, if you want to put a donation towards charity, the charity that I support, then just shout if there's any cards you would like and I will send it to you. Hi Bobby, lovely to see you. Hope you're feeling better. Right, this one I think I'm going to stick with dimensionals because it needs a bit of raising up. Oh, the smaller the better. You see more stamping. Oh, sorry, Taylor. I've only just read your message. Oh, right. I know what we'll do. You can see lots of stamping on this one. Now this, I'm a bit hesitant to stick this because I'm thinking, oh, I've got to make sure this is all lined up. So I put that there. So I'm eyeballing this to make sure the measurement between here and here are the same. So let's see if we can get this figured out. So I might just need to move that over a little more. Get that right there. And then let's have a look at this. There we go. It's not too bad. Okay. You do opposite corners, do you? Use a ruler. Me? Ruler? Oh, I do use a ruler occasionally, yes, but generally not to do this sort of thing. Oh well, if it all goes wrong, I'll just hide it with a butterfly. That's my motto. You know, if it doesn't balance up, just stick a butterfly on it. It'll be fine. My dad would be here with a ruler. He's very precise. There we go. Hi, Jacqueline. Nice to see you. Right. There we go. I think we need smaller butterflies, ironically, even though we've got more space. Ooh, that's a bit dirty, that one. I'm going to throw that one away. A bit dirty. That's quite sweet. Wonky means it's handmade. Yes. Now I've got a little splodge down there that needs covering up, so I think I might put my butterfly there and then pop another one over here. I've got this thing about butterflies flying off. They've got to fly off into a space. And I'm definitely not about symmetry, so I couldn't put one there, and one there, and one there. No way. Can't do that. There we go. That'll do. So let's just cut a wee bit for the centres of these. There we go. Oh, I've just got fibre stuck to that. Stick one here. What's a ruler, says Taylor. Yes, what's a ruler? Did I do that right? Yes. I'd usually prefer to do them going that way, but I'll live. I'll get the glue rubber on that later. So 1, 2, and then we have these really tiny squares. What shall we do with those? I don't know if I found them all. Got this bead to use up. Oh, excuse me. I wonder if they're under here. No, they're not there. Oh, there's another one. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now some people like sticking these. As I said, they mix their squares up, and they will make almost like a beautiful like mosaic, just like a tiled thing. I know. If I look into my box of squares, we'll see. We won't ever use these ones, but let's see if we can do that sort of bit of artwork from it. Let's see what's in here. Oh dear, Christine. Oh, I hope that happens soon then, if you've been waiting. I need to have an odd number of butterflies. Yeah, yeah. I would sometimes say that, Janice. Yes. Right, so in here I do have lots of squares, but some of them are not the same size. Oh, now these might be the same size because I must have cut them for one project. Anyway, let's see what I can find. Oh, it's a flower. That shouldn't be in there. Now, this is when you're all going to like yell at me and go, oh, choose that, pick that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sort some of these out into sizes. If I can find some that are a similar size. See, I might not have used punches to cut these out. Some of these I've literally just cut out by hand. I know what, let's just pick out some colours we like. That's quite nice with the blues and the yellows there. And a bit of beige. So what we could do is just stick these together, not necessarily in a grid formation, but just stick them together and see what kind of happens. I like that one. That's from a very old paper, that one. These are big bits. Don't need those. Put those back. Ooh, that might be nice with that. That flower should be there. Right, so I'm going for sort of black and beige and pink here. I'm going to pop these just into the mix there. And then here we've gone for cream and beige and yellows. So once I've got a nice little pile, I'm going to create a bit of a scrappy card from those. Trying to see if I can find anything else that's got a bit of black on it. Right, let's pop these away. Just giving them a bit of a sprinkle into the box to see if there's anything else that I can find. Oh, nice bit of that. So the reason this is so much fun to do is because you just never know what you might find, and as things lay, you think, oh, that's a nice combination together, or I like the juxtaposition of that combination with that combination. So that's why I do this. Get scrapping, get playing with scraps. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is get some sort of base to stick these pieces onto. I've got this piece of cardstock here that looks like it's a bit battered, but that's fine because we're using it as a base to stick things. So it doesn't matter that this is a bit broken up. What's that? Didn't you cut 5 squares? I did cut 5 squares. Yeah, they've kind of got muddled up and mislaid and so on. So we're not going to say any more about it. Just get on with another project. Because yeah, it's somewhere under here. It's fine. We'll go in a different direction. Right, I'm just cutting this down to 10 centimetres. There we go. I'm trying to tidy up as I go, ish. Right, so. Right, let's look at what we've got here. So let's look at these ones first. Now I really love this. This is my favourite one. So this is the inspiration piece. So let's have that not in the middle, not too centred, but maybe just to the top left, so that it's noticed, but it's not obvious. Okay, so let's pop that down. So that's our kind of like base, not base, plumb line, as it were. Okay, so make sure that the angles of that meet, you know, that, so that's meets that angle there and so forth. Then we want a bit of contrasting, so let's stick that bit of black and white design down there. Got a blob of glue on there, come on. Please can you zoom in a tad? Yes, of course. Okay. Love seeing the design process and its different directions. Ah, yes, thank you, Sue. Yeah, I'm noticing that a lot of the commentary, the positive commentary I get from people is around sort of how you guys are getting to hear my thought processes. And for a long time on my channel, I thought that a lot of people liked, you know, these quick videos, you know, that, you know, that everyone knew what, you know, kind of knows what I'm doing, so therefore they don't need lots of explanation. But then when I started doing more lives over the summer 2018 and realizing how much people like them, and my viewers were kind of like, my viewing hours were going up and all that kind of thing, I realized that actually a lot of the people who follow me liked, oh no, I didn't really want that on that side. Okay, because I don't want that bit of blue there. Okay, if I stick that there, I'm going to get rid of that piece of blue on there. Yeah, a lot of you guys like to hear the thought process, so that's why I've kind of ended up doing way more lives than and longer videos, because I guess you can always fast forward if you don't like to hear the commentary, but it's there if you want it. Hi Sandra. So we're just using up various scraps from way back when, so gosh, you can get marks if you can tell what year some of these come from. Not marks, I don't know, I can't, oh yeah, I can't give marks really, but oh, I've got this piece here to use up, haven't I? Now, although I haven't overlapped up to this point, I think I may have to in a second. Or I might need to just trim a little bit, but that's okay. You know, then, yeah, I didn't set out with lots of rules to this process, so it's fine. I love to watch a longer video. Me too, Kay. I recognise several of these, yes. How long have you been a demo, Sandra? "11 years. Wow. Oh, I forgot about that bit of beige. Do I want that, or shall I go with that one? That's quite nice. Right, so I could trim off that piece there. Your creative process is very different from others. You give so many different ideas to use our products and scraps. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've kind of just fallen into this way of creating and sharing how I create, and all the kind of gurus to do with social media and, you know, using YouTube, they all say, you know, be yourself. You know, that's one of the big things. So if, you know, if you're a YouTuber and you want to kind of start a channel and whatever, I always say just do what you do, but do it well. And Stampin' Up are always telling us as demonstrators that we should be the expert in our field. And I guess, I think if you stick at something for long enough, then you will learn more and more and more about that process, and learn enough to share with others. So I guess that's what the stage that I'm at now, that I've kind of, my own personal creativity is at a point where I'm happy to share it. I've always been happy to share creativity. That's actually been my kind of life's motto, is to encourage others to be creative. And then in whatever situation I find my life in, or I find myself in life. And then at the moment it's mainly around paper crafting. So yeah, definitely, Esther, that's the other thing, that I know quite a few of you are, you know, perhaps lack confidence in your own abilities, but that's only because you haven't been doing it for perhaps as long as I have, or haven't spent the amount of hours. So it's not about the fact that you're not creative. I don't believe anyone is not creative. It's just about a mindset, a freer mindset, to say you can do it, and also that you want to do it, and then just getting on and doing it. I don't know if I said recently on one of these broadcasts that I think sometimes our school system kind of just isn't always sometimes the most inspiring play. I'm not talking about younger years, because I think there's a lot of progress with the younger years, especially in the UK. But as they get older, it's like the focus is so on achievements and other people's perceived achievements. Right, there we go. I love using scraps. Do you ever quilt them through it? Yes, I have done that. Yeah, through an embossing folder. Yeah. Oh, good, Taylor. It makes such a difference, I think, home education. Hi from DK. Navarana Hertzum Hendrickson. What a cool name. Navarana Hertzum Hendrickson. Brilliant. From DK is in the middle of trying to use up my own scraps. So lovely to be able to drop in and join you doing the same. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, fantastic. So where's DK? Sorry, I'm not great. I still have Morning Mocha Flock DSP and the Bride and Groom Foil DSP. Oh, I remember Morning Mocha. I think I do. I think I've got a few bits of that left over, actually. Navarone, I think it must be a New Year thing. Yes, Esther. Growing in your craft, yes. Sorry if I miss you saying this, but didn't you say you would be on here tomorrow, on and off? Yeah, I have thought of doing that. I would like to try and take my Christmas tree down at some point tomorrow. That's my main aim for tomorrow, because it's still up. So, did we discuss the possibility of different what things I would do live? I can't remember if we discussed that. And do you want some challenges? Oh, that's good to hear, Taylor. Right, I like that. Let's do the other one now. So now we've got the sort of beige and yellow, and I've got these bees keep buzzing around. Got blue. So the inspiration really was these pieces here. Oh, I love this. Well, something attic, wasn't it, these papers, Sandra? I don't remember what it was called. It was so pretty, so romantic. Oh, Denmark. Sorry, never. I thought it was short for a state in America, because you know how the Americans kind of go, yeah, I'm from NY for New York, you know, and all that kind of thing. Sorry, Denmark, of course. Gosh, it must be late in Denmark. Is it midnight? I understand why some choose homeschooling. Education is one size fits all. Yeah. Yeah, and you know, I understand teachers really try hard to kind of, you know, differentiate between children, you know, but it's a bit easier to do when you're doing it from home, I guess. Oh, you didn't have these ones? Oh, April, you homeschool too? Ah, cool. I worry that I don't do enough, but he's doing well. Oh, all you can do is, you know, show them the way, April, and, you know, I'm all about trying to help kids to, you know, be autonomous learners if possible, if they obviously be there to help them, but, you know, as long as they can learn to read. My father always said, if you can learn to read, you can find out anything. So, I don't know if I should be doing this. I've done it now, though. Oh, well, I've done it. Actually, I'm scared. I'm going to pull it back off. I'm going to leave that for a minute. Right, I'm going to put that there first, because I realise that if I stick that there, I'm going to have to fit stuff around it. So, yes, it's best to start with one, then keep sticking around it, and then move on. Okay? That's what I've realised with this process. See, it's only until you do it, you figure it out. You have to just do it, and then... Right, so there we go. Stick that one there. Then, oh, I like this yellow. Stick a bit of that yellow there. There we go. No state in the union called DK. Oh, sorry, Jenny. Though we do have an SD and an ND. Yeah, see, DK, Dakota. You know, it I'm just trying to justify myself here, Jenny, honestly. Good morning from Sydney. Yay. Hi, Sydney. My relative small paper has become 78 cards so far, and I'm still only halfway through it. It's 11 minutes past midnight, but it's the weekend. Yes, it's the weekend. I know. You see, never normally would you put a cloud bit of paper next to an antique piece of paper, and that's got white and that's got cream, but it just works, doesn't it? I am not, you know, no, I'm not. I am very happy with this process. I'm not going to apologise, that's the word I wanted. I'm not going to apologise for putting cream next to white because it just works. Okay? I'm going with it. Oh, I like that little bit of yellow. Let's stick that in there because we've had quite big ones going on here. So let's put some smaller bits in. Like there, like that. There we go. Oh, it's just come off on my fingers. That's not helpful. Nice bit of blue there. See, this glue is already starting to dry up here and here. Quick, get some on. Put that there. Oh, let's cover that over like that. And then a little slither of the yellow here. Oh, let's remember to put this in somewhere. Put it there. Nope, that's not quite right. Let's, could swap it out for that one. No, but we need the yellow. No, you know what? I'm just going to do that. Another bit of cloud there. Sorry, I'm not reading comments now. Life skills are so important. We did most of our math lessons in Tesco, so they saw the need of math. Absolutely. So where are you from, Taylor? I missed where... So you're Carmarthen. Yeah. Sorry, yes, I remember now. We were talking about it the other night, yep. So you're closer to Esther, I think. My husband jokes he's afraid of my crossing the pond because he's afraid I don't want to come home. Oh. Have you been to the UK before, Taylor? What about the crushed... The yellow to the right, the crushed curry one. Should I put that one there? Like that. Do I need to refresh my... I'm just going to refresh. There we go. Right, let's pop that into there. Or shall we put a bit of blue? Did I just cut off a bit of blue earlier? Oh yes, there's a little slither of blue here. Should we pop that in there? So you've got your hands full, Ben Taylor. It's your new season. Season of life. I'm sure there'll come a point where I'll be in that position and I'll have people to look after, and then I'll be watching someone else on YouTube rather than doing it myself. I'll put that stripe in there instead, I think. I almost always have the computer on in the background when I'm creative, but it's nice to be able to kind of share the experience with others. It's lovely, Linda. They're a bit rainy right now. Ah. Is this the first time on a live, Navarana, or have you watched me before? I'm always fascinated to find out how people find my channel, because it comes about in such different ways. I don't know why I'm being so precise about this cutting business, because I've got to chop this whole thing down anyway. Right, so I've got a tiny little bit in the corner that I've got to do, and a tiny bit in the corner here. So I think I'll pop that one down here, and then up here, stick that little bit in there. Dad had bowel cuts last year, but he's back to his beloved running. Oh, is his name Ben, Christine? I think I know who this is. He's coping. Oh, that's good. Esther, was Ben in Trowbridge? Yeah, oh my goodness, I know Ben. He used to be in Newtown. I knew him before he went to Trowbridge. Oh gosh, small world, isn't it? Yeah, I knew Ben before he went down there. Yeah, please say hello to him for me. He knows me. Ben in Marsh, well, Ruth and Marshpool, and he'll know. He'll know who I am. I think you showed up in my queue as I've been seeing videos with people using scraps. Ah, there we go. Yeah, small world, Christine. Right, I've got some gooey bits on the back of here. So, where's my glue rubber? I didn't have it on my desk. Oh, there it is. Yay. Oh, I'm glad you're going to his church, Christine. Oh, thank you, April. I likey. I think a bee would look nice on here. Yay. Right. Let's find a base for this to go on. I think a bit of crumb cake would look nice for this one. Yep, that's your birthday card sorted. Ooh, I think it just needs a tiny slither off that one. Oh, look, she's dropping hints, this Esther. This Esther, this sister of mine, dropping hints what she would like for her birthday. Really? Which one do you think? Oh yeah, she's going to be a special number. 40. Do you want it double mounted, Esther? Would you prefer it double mounted? Black. Oh. What about black on the pool party? Yes, double. Look, everyone starts crawling out the woodwork now. They've all got an opinion on whether or not it should be double mounted or not. Yeah, her birthday's not till August. She's got ages yet. Okay, well, I'm not going to cut up my card base for that. I'll grab a bit of scrap. Honestly, Esther, I think your 40th birthday card's going to be a little bit more dramatic than this. I think it's going to have all the bells and whistles, isn't it? Alright, so I'm just going to hold that on there like that. Then I'm going to do that. Yes, bells and whistles and tassels and pom-poms. Yeah, it's not for a while yet. That's mint macaron. No, it's not. It's pool party. Sorry, Sandra. The thing is, when I'm doing lives, is I read what you say, and then I have that word in my head, and then even though I want to say something else, something, you know, what I've read comes out my mouth, not what I'm thinking. No, that is... Yes, that's mint macaron and that's pool party there. Such a subtle difference. All right, I think I'm going to mount that like that. And then I'm going to cut a little slither off the end of that because it's just a little bit too much. I know, Esther's such a baby face. She looks, you know, 30-something. It's because she keeps putting photos on Facebook of when she was younger. You think that she's taking selfies, you know, of last week, but it's not. She just puts pictures up from years ago. I'm joking. Not really. Yeah, she was our parents' little Little surprise, weren't you? A little twinkle. Little glint in my father's eye. Yeah, yes, you are. Oh, is April saying nice things? Oh yes, she thought you were in your 20s. Yeah, April, what do you want? Sorry. Whenever my husband says nice things to me, I go, what, do you want a fiver? Do you want me to lend you a fiver? Man, you really do have to hold on to that when you chop 2 layers. Oh, I've cut a bit too much off there now. But... oh, well. Oh, and I've stuck it on upside down. Oh, for goodness sake, woman. Quick, get it off. You know France Martin's tips for getting things off when you stuck them down is to run dental floss underneath. See if I can find some thread and I'll show you. She does this, look. She gets string. She pulls it through. Oops. I think she does this anyway. It sometimes works. Maybe not. Right. Let's stick it the right way round. Nearly got a string burn from that. Right, let's try again. I know it looks like a hot mess, but it just adds texture, you know, adds texture to the card, honest. There we go, that's better. Right, what's everyone saying? Heat it, twist it. Nah, I'm just going to rip that bad boy off, I know. Rip my nail in the process. No, I'm joking. Yeah. Oh, heat gun, yeah. Wendy, we were talking about it and then we got distracted. I was wondering if you guys wanted a challenge tomorrow or if you just want me to come on. I need to run an errand in the morning, so it won't be first thing. And now I've got a tidy desk-ish, organised desk. Do you want me to do, I could do a colour challenge or I could do a, you know, pick 3 stamps and then that kind of challenge? I was wondering what it would look like with a little bit of blushing bride. Beside it. Oh, so you won't be back till 2. Okay. Something 3D. Colour challenge 3D. Oh yes, I remember you were travelling, Wendy. Yep. That's quite sweet, isn't it? The pink. See if I've got something cut already. What did Sandra mention about backstage? Backstage is the event that Stampin' Up are organising for demos who are Silver Elite and above. But it's in New Orleans, which is quite exciting. I need to meet my husband for his paperwork. He won't be home this weekend, and I can't meet him tonight due to the weather. Freezing rain still underneath. Oh, so you want something to do, April? Is that what it is? You're wanting me to entertain you? Oh. When did I make these toppers? These just now. What do you mean by toppers? Do you mean squares? Okay, so that's, I think, blushing. No, it's not. Is it Blushing Bride? I keep looking at it thinking, is that Rococo Rose? But I don't think it's dark enough to be Rococo Rose. I think this is Blushing Bride. It's so difficult when you can't compare it to something else. I think it is. Janice, is your sun gone back now? Yeah, oh, my packet did, yes, but didn't get these from, I got this pink from somewhere else. Yeah, it is Blushing Bride. Oh, I know what, I'll stick that in there. I'll have to watch on catch up. My desk was clear, then I found a load more Stampin' Up. Who keeps buying this stuff? I know it's that Father Christmas who keeps leaving you stuff, Wendy. Are you still making me cards, Wendy? Or have you found cards to send me? Oh, Janice. Oh, no, you did that the wrong way around. Oh. Are you cooking at your place? Or are you going out? Oh, that's a good idea. Are you around tomorrow, Esther? Yeah, we could have a bit of a YouTube train. Get on board for the YouTube train. We could have our own song. These didn't really mean to take that long to make, but I've been chatting to you lot. Yeah, you made the most of it, haven't you, while he's here? Oh, these are so pretty. Right, let's go back up. Oh, exciting wind. Cool. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Chicken pie and sticky toffee pudding. Oh, that's lovely. Actually, what am I doing? I shouldn't brush these squares aside. I should put them back in my square box. These unused ones. Even that ickle one. My square box gone. Oh, there. Right. That's a really ickle piece. I'll just stick that. I quite like that bee there. Maybe that little bee there. Oh, Janice from Australia is coming over too, Janice. There we go. Yes, embossing on these will look fabulous. I've just got my big shots on my shelf, and also because I can't find my blue plate, I don't want to faff around. But yes, certainly if you embossed, there's the basket weave texture, which is fabulous. Also the tin tile, that embossed there really makes it look quilty. The subtles is beautiful. So, oh, lamb stew and dumplings. Oh, sorry, I'm not sending half-made cards. I'm finishing them and sending them. That's fine. Yeah, go pop down south, say okay, and then up north for Janice. You know, my mum used to make dumplings, and apparently they're so easy to make. I need to learn how to make those, because I think my kids would like it. Right, I'm off to bed. Lovely to see you all. Please remember, if you'd like to purchase, I always forget to do this. Like, the whole reason I'm here is to get you to buy stuff. No, I'm joking. Not all of you. But if you're new to my channel and you'd like to purchase Stampin' Up products, unfortunately, I used a lot of retired stuff tonight, but we do carry lots of really beautiful papers that are current, and we sell these fantastic scissors. They are so good. These are a bit gunked up, so I need to give these a bit of a clean, but they are super sharp and super pointy, and they come with a protector, plastic protector, which is really good. So the scissors are really handy. The coloured cardstock that I've used today, that can be purchased. And the glue is now back in stock, the Tombow glue, this stuff. So if you'd like a catalogue, please contact me at artfulstampin.co.uk or artfulstampin, no, ruthtrice@gmail.com. So if you didn't catch that, on my description below, the YouTube video description below, there's links to my shop, to my Facebook page, to my Facebook group if you want to share anything. And yeah, please get in touch if you've got any questions about what I did this evening. I'm just picking glue dots off my scissors because I've just spotted one. I need to get the alcohol cleaner out on this, I think. Yeah, it's been lovely to have your company. Thank you so much. So we finished off, well, I'm going to finish off using this paper, but you know, this is just one idea of what you can do with that cut layout. And then we did those square ones. And that was after last night we made a whole load of other ones, didn't we? Where have they gone? Yeah, so last night we did these. So if you want to go back and watch that video, I recommend you watch it on double speed, because otherwise you'll be here all night. But those are these ones that we made. And One Sheet Wonder. So it was all kind of spurred on by looking at how we can cut up One Sheet Wonders. So obviously that is the other half to that piece there. But look, we've got 3 cards out of it. So there we go. You're welcome. Yeah, see you at some point. I'll be in touch with Esther to figure out when we're going to go live and stuff. Thank you, Kay. Yeah, see you guys soon. Well, possibly morning here, not there. Yes. You're right, April. It might be afternoon. But anyway, we'll hopefully see you at some point. Okay. Right, lots of love to you all. Thank you so much for your time and spending it with me. It's always lovely. Take care. Bye.